Buenos dias and good morning, senor, senora, and senorita. This message comes to you from the heart of dawn as we travel at warp speed toward the dawn of humanity, which, by the way, is September 22nd, 2021 in Montreal, Canada. Yeah, it's that accurate, it's that close. Yeah, well, I've done more work on me than half the population on the planet. Looking for and unraveling and unpacking and seeing this and how that works and where's that fit and all of that. I had a history of abusers in my life, narcissists in my life, history of financial difficulties in my life, and they were just repeated over and over and over again. And career highs, career lows, all of those kind of things. They just kept happening, one after the other after the other. And I was able to clean up so much earlier, like I'm talking, 41 years ago in April, when I did my first 5th step and got rid of a bunch of stuff, and then I just kept, one after the other, unpacking layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of pieces. And yet there was still this incompleteness about things, be it relationship or be it about finance. Those were two of the bigger pieces. And anyway, there was the piece for me was that there's a major event took place at 3 years 9 months for me, and I made a decision that day that it was just not safe to have your heart open. It's just not that safe to have your light shining brightly, because it will be destroyed, or someone I love around me will be killed. Yeah, it was at that level of intensity. And I had made the decision that I wasn't going to have my heart open, because it was my heart that created that severing of something that represented my best friend. And then there was another event that happened even earlier than that, which was 5 years after conception. And my mom had 10 children, 6 girls and 4 boys. The first one, Rita Mary, she died, crib death at age 4 months. And Mom sent the message every time, which I believe it's around 5 weeks, that a woman recognizes she's pregnant. As soon as she recognized she was pregnant, the message was, oh my God, this is going to die too. And so just at that moment of being in our light and being created, we're pure light. And I got the message that I was going to die because I was in my light. And so, as crazy as that sounds, and I just took that. And everything happened as a result of that. All of my routine programs and patterns, and yes, I did so much work on myself. And only to find that there was still something just kind of nagging. And one of the pieces was the financial piece, and it not being abundant and flowing. And I recognized that, I realized that if I had the finance first, it would cover this up, and I wouldn't find it. So I made sure subconsciously that I didn't have a reliance on funds, a reliance on money. So instead I had this scarcity. Anyway, crazy as that is, that's how this system works. And then I recognized it, and oh wow, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful awareness and decision making that followed instantly. To just be in my light so full, so ready. Hold the vision. That's what I'm doing. Holding this vision for this day on September 22nd. Yes. That's what I'm doing. I'm holding the vision for that. And I can't even have, even though I started with the Mount Everest, I can't even have 1 grain of sand of the old program. No. So that fine-tuning has been, staggeringly exhausting at times to get it down to that one piece, and all of that, not even a grain of it. So anyway, it has been very difficult, but the decision has been made that under no condition, 0 condition, do I ever close my heart, even a tiny, tiny speck. That's the decision. That is the decision. So it's none of those external things. It's not. Those were there to try to get me to worry and doubt and second guess and whatever. Therefore, at my heart, not quite totally open. So, anyway, there we have it. Let's see what happens as a result of the decision I made at 3 o'clock this morning as I did my final meeting as I raced towards the dawn of humanity. Thank you for listening. I trust this has benefited. So we are getting very prepared for an event on September 22nd, 2021, Montreal, Canada, to transform all of humanity so that everybody has this, everybody that wants it can have it. Bye for now. Have yourself a magnificently, magically, divinely powerful